Hey, what's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Alexander King Kwame right here, and today we are gonna create this amazing dress in marvelous designer. Actually, I did the rendering with Clothes 3D, and this is actually gonna be a time lapse, but it's kind of like a two times speed, and I'm gonna talk through this time lapse. So you already know the drill, and don't forget to subscribe. You already know the drill. So I was listening to Golden Slumbers. It's actually a cover from a YouTuber. So I will link her channel in the description box down below, so you can check her out. No wasting no time. Let's dive in. So yeah, so we up and running, and I'll just create a simple skirt. Actually, it's just the old way I used to create things. You can check how I create. I did a tutorial about that one, so you can check it out in one of my videos. Yeah, you'll see that there. I will maybe I will link it on top there, the card. Maybe I'll link it on the top right corner there. So yeah, Control D, and I will make symmetric pattern with sewing. So I will copy it and I will paste it, and I'll move it backwards, and yeah, that's me flipping normals. You can do that later, but it's good to do it now so you don't forget. And you just sew them together. It's just the simple normal process. Then you just simulate. Yeah, nothing fancy. So yeah, that's me checking how to fit. You definitely have to fit it to your model. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I actually like to pull the back a little downwards, so it can mostly fit the model. It depends on the model that you are actually using. Yeah. So at this point, I need a line where I can place my elastic. So, but you see, I deleted it because it's symmetric pattern with sewing, so I have to remove the link, so it won't be on the other side. The line won't be on the other side, so it will be on this side. That's what I want. So now you see it's only on the right side of the pattern. So actually, the whole idea is to cut that section and make it elastic. So I'll do that later. So this is me just creating the top part of the pattern. Yeah, I will definitely shrink the top, and as I told you, there is one form of how we call it, the pattern. There's one shape of the pattern, but depending on your model, you can modify your shape a little bit. I mean, depending on your avatar, you will have to model. Shape your pattern a little bit to fit your avatar. So at this point, I will create a point. I will split, and I will copy the length of that point, and I'll make sure I place that same length on the front side of the pattern and also on the back side of the pattern, because I will sew that section. I will sew the top section to both sides of the front and the back pattern of the skirt. So yeah, I will have to paste that same exact length to the other side of the pattern. So you see, I will have to sew that. You see that? So it will actually be an accurate measurement. So yeah, this is where I will try and position the pattern to my model. So do it the best as you can. Don't actually worry about details now. Just try and do your best here to actually fit it to your avatar, and at the end of the day you start after you are done with everything, you start working on your model. So here I will tack it to my avatar so it will stick, and I will try my best to position the pattern to my avatar. Okay, so definitely I after you are done with this, you have to make symmetric pattern with sewing. You can just copy and paste it. You don't have to make it a symmetric pattern with sewing, but mostly symmetric pattern with sewing will mostly help you out when you are on your way. It will mostly help you out. So trust me, that's what we always do. So yeah, you see on the other side, I don't have the sewing going there on the other side of the skirt. So what I will do is I will have to create another point. So you see, when I try, it will actually go to the whole section of the skirt on the other front. So I will have to copy the same um, length that I did for the other side. So yeah, here is it. So I'll change length, but actually I will copy that number, and I will grab my point tool, and I will paste the same number on the point, so I will get a fixed point for both sides. And now I'm moving my line to the other side, so it won't confuse everything. So now I can grab my sewing tool and I can sew it to the other side just like that. And yeah, I will just position that to my model. It's nothing fancy, just something normal. So if it doesn't work for you like that, you just try and use the old method. Just try and position it on your own. Here it's actually you simulate and you stop simulating, and you hold and you simulate again, you position it and you simulate again. It's just a normal drill. So yeah, I will position it, and definitely I will have to use the tack on avatar tool to fit it to the model just like that. So yeah, it's okay. So I'll grab my tack on avatar and I'll just place it there. So when you simulate, it won't fall, else it's gonna be a cos 90 work, and that's equal to 0. So here I will delete my avatar, I mean the tack, and I will try and sew both sides. But here I think the sewing was wrong, so I will have to reverse the sewing. Yeah, so reverse sewing. Yeah, so now it's accurate. So yeah, you can see this is actually the main shape of the whole how we call it, the whole pattern. But you see, you have to shape it to fit your avatar. You understand? As I told you, we all have different avatars, so you have to shape it to fit your avatar. So that's what I'm doing on this section. Yeah, so it's like you are dressing a mannequin. Yeah, the same as you are dressing a mannequin. So actually, if you don't understand anything, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, let me really know in the comment section. And if you have any private question, you can hit me up on Instagram. It's actually Alexander Kinkwame, at Alexander Kinkwame. Yeah, just at Alexander Kinkwame. No nothing, just Alexander Kinkwame. No spaces, nothing. So yeah, again, I'm trying to fit it to the model as best as I can. So you see, I have to move the shape on the skirt and also the shape on the top pattern, so it can actually fit on both sides. So you understand. So you have to copy this length, the number on the length, and paste that on the other one, so it can be the same as an accurate shape. All right, so again, it's nothing fancy, it's just a simple way of creating patterns. So as I told you, yeah, you have to try and fit your pattern to your model. So sometimes you will change the length of a point, the length of a pattern. You might even boost the size of your pattern. And here I'm pulling the skirt down because the skirt have to be down, and it can actually pull down the top, so it won't be loose. It won't lose. There won't be much loose in the top pattern. So definitely this point I will cut, and when I cut, here is a point I will try and place drawstrings. So it can actually mimic the elastic I will place there. So it will more be realistic than not being realistic. So I will sew them together and I'll place those two patterns there. I'll actually give them a different color because I want to know which one is there and which one is not. Actually, I think I made some mistakes, but I did correct it. You'll see. So these are my drawstrings, and you really have to make them kind of tiny. Yeah, so you just have to position your drawstrings right in front of the hole that you place them in. And here I will make I'll use the polygon line to make a line so I can sew the top of my drawstrings on top of that whole pattern. So you see, I actually made a mistake. Yeah, right here I actually made a mistake. So I was kind of confused here which one was the real pattern, but actually I got it. So I think it was this. Yeah, it was that one and that one. So yeah, I will have to make the line again on top of that pattern, and yeah, you see, I'll make that line again, and I will sew the line on top of the drawstrings, and I'll simulate. And you see, is yeah, I'll pull it down a little bit to make it a little bit taller, and I'll make a point, and this point will just give me I will sew that point to the other one. So you see, I'm making a line so I can sew the drawstrings onto the pattern, the back pattern of the hole. So you see that. Yeah, and I'll sew the other one too. Yep. Then after that, then you can just you see, I freezed the other two patterns, so you have to unfreeze it and you have to sew it onto onto the pattern so it can mimic the hole that the drawstrings are going through. Yes, you have to unfreeze it, and to actually give it that kind of effect that drawstrings are really going through, you have to boost the size a little bit, and also make it boost the pressure, you see. So actually you have to reduce the particle distance on these ones because they are really tiny. All right. Yeah, and try your best to position the drawstrings inside the hole. And actually, always when I say boost the particle distance, I mean lower the particle distance. I'm not saying boost it upwards. I mean lower your particle distance. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot in my videos I do say boost the particle distance. Definitely I mean lower your particle distance. I mean, sorry for that one, guys. So because I want to give the drawstring some depth, I will have to create a new pattern. And yeah, you see, I'll create a new pattern, and I'll boost the thickness to make the drawstrings more kind of hefty a little bit, and I'll boost the elastic. I'll make the elastic. That's all you gotta do. So if you want to know the whole process, how I made the details and the rendering, just let me know. Maybe I will place that on a Patreon page. I don't even have a Patreon yet, but you just let me know. I can do it here too. I can do it on YouTube too, but you know, sometimes Patreon do support YouTube pages. I mean, just saying. So just let me know. I can do it here too, so just let me know in the comment section. All right, peace, love y'all. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay safe.